What if I told you that the biggest difference between an average student and a successful one is unintelligence, luck, or connections? It's one simple decision made every morning at 5 a.m. while most students are still asleep, hitting snooze, scrolling their phones, or just dreaming about success. There's one student who quietly opens his eyes before sunrise. He sits up in silence, drinks a glass of water, stretches his body, and reminds himself that today he will move one step ahead of everyone else. This small act of waking up early isn't about showing off, posting aesthetic sunrise pictures, or following some extreme routine. It's about control. The moment he gets out of bed, when the alarm rings instead of snoozing it, he proves to himself that his discipline is stronger than his desire for comfort. That first victory sets the tone for the entire day. At 5:10 a.m., when the world is silent, there are no notifications, no noise, no pressure. He opens his hardest subject and studies deeply for one focused hour. He understands that early morning concentration is far sharper than late-night effort. That single hour of distraction-free study can easily outperform 3 hours of tired reading. As the sky slowly changes color outside his window, he's already building confidence. Because preparation creates calmness, and calmness creates performance. Then, at 6 a.m., he writes down only 3 priorities for the day. He doesn't overwhelm himself with an endless to-do list. Because clarity removes stress, and having a clear direction removes procrastination, by 6:15, he moves his body. Simple push-ups, light stretching, or a short walk outside. He lets the sunlight hit his eyes and feels his energy rise naturally. He knows that success is physical before it becomes mental. An active body creates an alert mind. Think about it. He has already studied, planned, and exercised before 7 a.m. This gives him an invisible advantage that compounds day after day. When he arrives at school or university, he isn't anxious. He's prepared. He isn't reactive. He's proactive. He listens better, answers questions confidently, and absorbs information faster because his brain is fresh and ready. This routine, repeated day after day, begins to shape his identity. Because our identity is built from our repeated actions. When you consistently wake up at 5 a.m., you stop seeing yourself as lazy or average. You start seeing yourself as disciplined and focused. And that fundamental belief changes how you walk, how you speak, how you think, and how you decide. Of course, some mornings are hard. The bed feels warm, and the alarm feels cruel. But he understands that every time he chooses to wake up instead of hitting snooze, he is strengthening his future self. Success isn't one big decision. It's thousands of small ones made correctly. After 30 days, he feels sharper and more organized. After 90 days, people begin to notice his consistency. And after a year, his results look completely different from those who kept choosing comfort. It's not because 5 a.m. itself is magical. It's because it represents control, discipline, silence, and focus. The real secret isn't just waking up early. It's using that time intentionally. Not scrolling, not wasting it. It's also about not sacrificing sleep. He makes sure to sleep on time, around 10 p.m., respecting his body's need for recovery so that his energy stays sustainable. As the months pass, he realizes that mornings are where leaders are built quietly, without applause, without attention, without validation. While others blame their circumstances, their teachers, or their luck, he is building momentum in the dark hours before sunrise. Momentum creates confidence, confidence creates courage, and courage creates opportunities. Eventually, when success starts showing in his grades, skills, fitness, and mindset, people might call it talent or luck, but they never see the 5 a.m. alarms, the silent rooms, the disciplined choices, the repeated routines, and the daily sacrifices. That is the 5 a.m. secret. You win the day before it even begins. You control your life before the world demands it. You choose growth before comfort. If a student commits to waking up at 5 a.m., consistently using that quiet morning for study, planning, movement, and reflection, then, over time, he doesn't just improve his routine, he transforms his identity. And once your identity changes, everything else follows. Success is not built in moments of motivation, but in mornings of discipline. So the question is simple. When your alarm rings tomorrow at 5 a.m., will you choose comfort? Or will you choose the future version of yourself who is waiting on the other side of that decision? Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, make sure to subscribe for more.